What were some of your parents' favorite pastimes? Do you remember them telling about certain things they always liked to do?
Well, in his dad's youth, before he got married, he liked to bowl.
That amazed me when I read that in your
No, that's
history.
true, he did. And he kind of had a passion for trains. He always talked a lot about trains. And Mother had her flowers and her crochet and stuff like that.
Oh, Grandma's flowers. I really enjoyed going with her out into
Yeah.
the flower garden.
Well, you should have seen Karen Faberg's flower garden. That was almost like an old English garden. It was just beautiful. One of the most beautiful gardens I've ever seen. And she had little rocks around each bed, you know. It was just perfect. Yeah. I don't know how that woman did it, because she wasn't well. But that came first, I guess.
That Grandma Margaret had there was a fence around her.
Yeah, but that was sure, otherwise the chickens would scratch up everything.
Well, both chickens and the rabbits both.
Yeah,
We got a terrible time with the rabbits.
so have we. We had a fence out.
You just gotta put a fence around.
Yeah.
Now, what about vegetables then? Did,
Mother always had a nice garden, but that was out in the, closer to the field, west of the place there. She always had a very nice vegetable garden.
and all the standard vegetables,
Yeah.
potatoes, I suppose, and radishes? No?
Oh, yeah. Well, they planted quite a big bunch of potatoes. They always raised, oh, right out in the field. It wasn't just in the garden.
Yeah.
You raised at that time, Dan, you didn't go to the store and buy it, they didn't have it in the store.
Yeah, nice ball. Well, didn't I hear you say at the reunion that they also sold potatoes?
Uh-huh.
Extra potatoes that they
correct.
had?
Yeah, and traded it for groceries.
So they would, can you remember how much they would bag up and keep down in the root cellar then, and how much they,
Oh, quite a pile. They didn't bag them up, they
piled them?
just piled them.
Okay. Okay.
Well, when they were really in the potato business, gosh, they picked up a whole wagon full of potatoes. And we were in on some of that, which we dearly loved. And cutting up all those darn potatoes when they were going to plant them, you know, for seed. Ooh, what a mess.
What else? I mean, did they have broccoli, cauliflower, any of that
No,
stuff?
no. Cabbages and beets, carrots, and peas and beans and some squash and pumpkins.
Lettuce,
And lettuce, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nothing fancy.
Well, I guess it's more than what I would have expected. You listed off a pretty long list there.
Yeah, no,
How about, was it the same with Karen then? Did they have it?
she had just a small vegetable garden. Yeah.
Well, I can remember Nell saying, when I interviewed him, that they would bag and bring bags of potatoes. They had a potato machine, a harvester,
Mm-hmm.
and they would bring them in to load on railroad cars
Oh, really?
in Tyler.
Yeah. Well, there were some of the farmers there
they
years
tried
ago.
that, yeah, they were gonna all grow potatoes around here and ship them out. And they tried that, but it didn't pan out.
Well, I suppose the ground is too heavy for one thing, and
Yeah.
couldn't have, and then too many stones, I suppose, maybe.
Well, they had
Stones
potato
didn't bother.
picker. Digger, potato digger. Dad did. My dad had a potato digger.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, sure did.
Well, then what was the hassle?
It was just a plow that went under the potatoes and brought them to the surface.
Oh,
Yeah, but
okay.
you still had to pick up the dumb things.
They didn't have bagger on them at the time.
No.
They had the same machine, but no bagger.
Okay. Okay.
They just shook all the dirt off the potatoes
Yeah.
and set them out
It
behind.
was kind of an
Pick 'em
apron
up.
or a chain, you know, that revolved
Yeah,
and,
picked them up.
That'd be pretty decent.
and they also sprayed potatoes for potato bugs, you know. There were quite a few potatoes growing in the area.
I wonder what on earth they would've sprayed it with?
Paris green.
Paris green. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
It's very poisonous.
Deadly poison.
Oh.
You couldn't even buy it now.
No.
At that time you could buy it any place.
Paris green.
Yep.
Paris, Paris, Green.
Just actually what it was, I don't know, but it sure killed them dead.
I might have to look that up.
Well, that's an old spray they used 60 years ago. Yeah. I think they had to go to the drugstore to get it, didn't they?
Yeah, they have
So,
it.
yeah.
What sort of routines did your parents have? Did they do something every day? They did the same thing?
Very much of a routine, yeah. They never went any place except on Sundays.
What was their daily routine like?
Just work. Ma, she would, well, she had her dishes and separator to wash, chickens to feed, and then start dinner, and then coffee time, and then after that, if there was any time left, and there was, I suppose, outdoor things, I don't know.
Was there a special laundry day?
No, she washed when everything got dirty. And that was the old hand puller there for many years, before we had electricity. The old hand pulled washing machine.
Okay, so who did the hand pulling on that? I mean,
Well, we had to take turns, the kids, and Ma did too, and if Dad wasn't busy, he would pull too. But,
how long did you have to do? You know, I'm assuming you did batches like nowadays, and.
oh, 5 to 10 minutes for each load.
Okay. And
First-
then you'd rinse it out in clean
Yeah,
water.
yeah, and your tubs for that.
Then
Ring it,
you rang it.
ring it by hand, yeah.
Oh, by hand. Okay.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Well, I mean, they turned this ringer thing.
Oh, okay.
You turned that ringer that was clamped onto the tub, I think.
Yes, that would clamp it on the tub.
Yeah.
tub.
On the rinse tub.
Yeah, on the rinse tub, yeah.
You had 3 tubs, your rinse tub.
And first of all, you know, they had to heat the water. There was
What?
no,
There was 3 tubs? Well, go ahead, Virginia.
I said they had to heat the water before they could start washing clothes, you know. There was no hot water heaters.
Now they burned an awful lot of cobs, or Grandma did, at
Yeah.
least when I was younger.
Oh, yeah.
I'm assuming they had coal too once in a while.
Yeah, in the winter time. In the summertime, it was cobs and wood.
I remember going and collecting cobs out
Pig yard.
in the pig yard, and I remember picking some up. They looked dry, but they weren't.
They weren't. Oh, God.
But I made the best toast. She had that thing looked like 2 fly swatters. that
Yeah,
clamped together, and
right,
you put
yeah.
the bread in the middle, and then you
Sure.
hold it over the corn cobs.
Yeah,
Oh, that was good toast.
it was good toast. Yeah.
Oh. Much better flavor than
Yeah, it was good.
regular toast. I suppose it's a cob taste and maybe some extra good.
Nah, it was homemade bread.
Just the homemade bread, I
Oh,
think.
okay.
You said there was a coffee time every day. Was that at a certain time?
Oh, I suppose, yeah. Between, I suppose about 3:30 they had their coffee.
That's my bird.
Oh, okay.
Do you
What-
remember what sort of things you had at coffee time?
Well, she made a lot of cinnamon rolls.
Oh, fabulous.
She didn't make many cookies. That was my job when I got to be 10 years old. But,
She didn't make many when she did make one, what would she have made?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay. But her cinnamon
But it was
rolls.
cake and then cinnamon rolls were really her favorites.
But the men, when they were working, I mean, for sure they'd have sandwiches.
Yeah, they did, yeah, when we brought lunch out, it was always sandwiches. We had to bring lunch up to the field, you know, if they were working out there, which hasn't changed much.
No. And those kind of sandwiches would be what, like egg salad and,
And meat if they had it, or sometimes I suppose it was cheese or peanut butter too.
Dried beef.
Dried beef, yeah, that would keep. You know, you gotta remember now, there was no refrigeration, so they couldn't keep anything very long. but cheese and peanut butter.
Now, being you bring that up, they must have butchered.
In the wintertime.
Did they can, meat then, hot?
Once
pack
in a
it?
while, not as much as some people, but she did can a little meat.
Beef or pork or?
Yeah, it was mainly pork.
So you didn't have much beef then usually?
Well, Dad would butcher a calf, but you know, in a growing family like that, that calf didn't last long. You'd soon have that eaten. They were poor, you know, they didn't have any money
No.
to throw around with.
So was the meat usually dried or smoked or how, just kept cool in a well somewhere or?
Well, they froze it in the wintertime,
Uh-huh,
froze the fresh meat.
uh-huh.
You put it in a barrel on the north side of the house, Marty, and
Yeah.
covered it with snow and froze it up.
I'll be darned.